At the first moment, dear viewer, you might think we're at the seabed, but actually we are still at the Ligna 2011. We're at the company Anthon, and they are very visionary. We're going to talk about this vision with the Managing Director Ove Lange. Here he is, the man of visions, Ove Lange, Managing Director of the company Anthon. Before we talk in detail about this vision, can you please tell us something about your company? Well, yes, of course. In the classic meaning, we are a company that has all sorts of software solutions as well as these machines, software for control systems, and that's what we do here. You can hear it a little bit. You are from the north of Germany. Whereabouts exactly are you from? Well, we're from the furthest north in Germany. We're directly at the border to Denmark. We've been around since 1865 at that site. We've got about 130 employees. We have very high export rate worldwide. You are known for your saws, and we're standing in front of a big saw here. What exactly is that behind you? What you can see is a splitting device. It's a special pressure saw that can process large volumes. There's a lot can be processed in one day, and that's a specialty. This machine really is very, very big. Is that the biggest you can offer? No, actually we do have a bigger machine, but it was too big. We couldn't put it into this stand. You don't only offer saws at Anthon, you also have complete solutions. What is that? Well, a complete solution, because the saw itself is really only the heart of a plant. You need other parts for the production as well. And so we have the complete solution for the customer. What does that kind of solution look like? We will look at that now, dear viewers. So this is what it looks like, the complete solution that the company Anthon has on offer. This is a model of it anyway. Here you can see a saw, but with the whole of the piling and stacking solutions next to it. This plant is far too large to show at the trade fair, but we've got the robot here that you can see in the model. It's standing here behind us. The specialty of this robot is that we have a high flexibility for the customer. The smallest up to the biggest part that he needs to process can be handled with this robot, and it can pile up to a tonne. And where else do you use this robot? Well, in any area in our plant. It can be a packaging unit or for a drilling device. Can be used in many different areas. Dear viewers, maybe you can remember I was waving my hand at the beginning. Please explain this movement. Okay, Mr. Lange, we're now in front of the computer with a vision. What is this? Mr. Herrmann can explain this to you. He developed this solution. So I'm really curious. What can this computer do? What did you think up? This computer is a measuring system for boards. It consists of a camera and a normal computer. This software has to count the boards and to measure them. In the board industry, it is sometimes very difficult to push the amount of boards into the system because they are exposed to many different environmental influences, humidity and so on, and so they vary greatly in thickness. And so as to be able to measure the thickness and so on of the boards, we developed this software solution. Well, you remember this movement I made with my hand? What is that? That hand movement stems from an idea to generate new control systems. We have a movement sensor, which is fairly new on the market, and we thought how the controls could work in the future. We often have the problem that the operators, they have hidden hands, as in gloves and so on, and so it makes sense to steer the machines with gestures or movements, and that's why we integrated this into this system, and it works, as you can see. So normally we only know that kind of thing from TV. When do you think it will actually be really practical? Well, as far as we're concerned, from right now. Well, thank you. I'm impressed. Thank you very much. Thank you also. I wish you all the best at the company Anthon, and I'm really looking forward to see how this will carry on with this movement. dear viewers, so do remember this movement. That's the future in machines.